man, every capacitor exploded. What the fuck? What's going on? Let me see what the voltage is. 13.8. Everything reads fine. That son of a gun must have changed capacitors. Where did he put 10 volt caps in here? What did this junkie do? Wait, what's this stem in here? What is this? Residue for marijuana in my radio? What the hell? What kind of technician is this? Call the man up. The man doesn't answer. Finally gets in touch with him. Yeah, it's your fault. You must have did something. It must have been your power supply. But Richard gave me the radio to work on. I wanted you to do your magic golden touch. The radio don't turn on. I got a bunch of capacitors that look like charcoal. What did you do? What did you do, man? Yeah, it's your fault. I don't want to hear it. I'm the golden wonder. The man like no wonder. I said, but wait a minute, Mr. 127. Don't you honor your work? Fuck you. Put him up.
Well, Mr. Enforcer, I think you got all the facts twisted. First of all, in the video gates, he clearly states it blew up on my table. You're trying to claim that it blew up days later. Now, my power supply, a pyramid power supply, that can't go no further than 15 volts without blowing its own voltage regulator. So let me get this straight. Let me try to understand. The man had people listening to him come into the shop, and then they heard him leaving. And the radio and the before and after video is phenomenal. Then 2 days later, he's sending me emails and YouTube messages that, I display on YouTube, begging and pleading to remove those videos of him leaving the shop. Once I did that, now the radio blew up. But let me find something out here. His video gate says on my table, you're saying 3 days later, you say 16 capacitors, he says 22 in his video. The technician it actually went to, politely in breaking news Birdman video, told the tech there's nothing you could have did. You don't have anything on that table that would have roasted one 17-volt cap, nevertheless 22 of them. Especially being 20 years old. Now, we've heard lots of CB radio ash and trash stories, boy. But I've never heard a tech in the world that can blow 22 capacitors at one time. The other side of that circuit board must have been fried spaghetti. 400 radios left my hands. And all you could talk about is one that never blew up? Come on, dog. Get real.
Okay, so am I to understand this correctly, sir? And you need to speak the truth, because I do have the book right in front of me. All right? You do need to speak the truth right now. You are under oath. You're claiming...
Oh, God, we're back to the under oath jailhouse lawyer shit. Yo, truck drivers, if you clowns put up with any more of this, and I gotta stand out here and do this every morning, you motherfuckers ain't ever gonna live. Especially when you come to me to get that work done. Richie, back quiet.
This is what I don't understand, sir. You claim no fault in this situation.
You know what, Enforcer, you're right. So, we're all listening for you to post your video, your evidence, your gates. Anybody that wants to know about the scam radio you're trying to tell everybody about, they go to Birdman 3931 and hear right out of Birdman's mouth, everything you just said's a total lie. When they look at my channel, my gates, my history, and count all the radios, listen to all the radio checks, and whenever they hear my voice, they know I'm on a different unit. You find me one time I got a bad radio check.
I have not heard one positive testimony, a truthful testimony of your work, the results of your work, before and after results, A-B comparison of your work from a driver. Neither a dollar van nor a driver out here. All right? These are self-claimed. You know when you are self-claimed individual?
Well, I tell you, you guys are really stupid, dog. I really don't like coming out here every morning and having to do it like this. But there are a lot of Marys out here on the bandwave. Because I'll tell you what, years ago, a clown like this, he couldn't key up more than 3 mornings before the union boys rolled on him. So, you know, it kind of makes me wonder. All right, I'm going to go on the side for a while. Because, my antenna must be soaking wet. I'm going to get back quiet here, dogs. You're holding the wall, Brooklyn CB Shop, the man with the master plan is back quiet.
Yo. Smoking your weed, at least have the decency of shaking out the steps.
Wait. You can hear
I know damn well if you take your radio to Sam or the PM Electronics, they're not going to leave residue in your radio. All right? I know these cats, when they do work, they guarantee you're going to get a radio that's functional more than 90 days after it leaves that shop. All right? So, Richard,
all right.
Why? Why are you deceiving the public? Why, sir?
I don't know, dog. There's too much truth. There's way too much truth. Way too much video gates. Anybody that wants to know the truth, all they got to do is type in Enforcer Comes Clean, Hump Day, and check out the facts. Anybody that wants to see all the radios I do, browse through my channels, look at all the different radios, check out all the different radio checks. Anybody that wants to hear the praise of my work, look for the ones about the owner on the telephone. You know what, Enforcer, it real sounds good. And for the last couple of months, you know, I'm sure you're trying real hard for your junkie buddies. I know you just can't move anything on eBay anymore, Craigslist or nothing. You can't sell no bogus equipment. The Bronx CB Shop is hurting. He hasn't seen dollar vans. He hasn't seen Brooklyn dollar vans in a while, dog. So, I'm not feeling for anybody, dude. But I am out here reveling it up. So what I'm going to do, dog, is I'm going to get back quiet. I'm going to let the video game roll on. And I'm gonna try to get you to have the public, other than three guys out there, try to tell you Richie blew up my radio, or Richie does bad work, or we gave Richie over a couple of thousand radio checks in the last 2 calendar years, and none of them were bad to the ear. Hole in the wall, stock mic up your ass at all times behind my work, rubbing it in. I'm back quiet.
All right, you see an establishment that's professional. You don't see ashtrays all over the freaking place. His so-called desk.
My hole in the wall, messy miracle bench is my forte. You can say anything you want about my workbench and my table, but the sad fact of the matter is, dog, the way I keep my bench has no effect on how that radio's hitting the airwave. It doesn't do nothing to the radio. If my bench is messy, I got ashes, tobacco, cigarette butts everywhere, tools everywhere. It's called the Messy Miracle Bench. And the miracle is the finest sound and loudest, clearest shits to ever grace New York's airwaves. It was in New Jersey for over a decade. But then it took a 9-year vacation, didn't even key a mic, and resurfaced one state over to do it all over again. So I guess you could say I've been here before, dog. You're hole in the wall, Brooklyn CB Shop, the king of New York, and back quiet.
What's my warranty, sir? If I were to bring you a radio in an hour, what warranty do I have?
Well, you'll have to ask all those couple of $100 vans on channel 34 and 37 that if something goes wrong with their radio, how much I charge them when they come and complain and roll up on me. They never do. They always bring it like they broke their antenna or their microphone broke at the plug. But as far as Richie's radio work, anything they want, anything gets done. Tell you what, bring me the radio. If it goes south after that, then come see me and wonder what your warranty is if I don't deliver. Until then, stop trying to cut me down. I'm out here doing radios every day, day and night, and you can't do nothing about it. And you know what? The sound of everyone irks you.
So am I to understand you're just dodging the question, sir? You're just dodging the question because someone with a legitimate establishment would say, well, sir, if my work, my performance, as long as you have not gone in the radio, all right, you should get yourself what's called security stickers. You see, that's what professionals have. And the reason why they're there, sir, is to prevent you from people that you just have the radio worked on, don't go in there and tickle, mess with the VRs and try to do shit. You follow me, dude? That's why you have security stickers. They're very easy to obtain. You should have those on your radios that you do. But you, for some reason, you have this thing against security stickers, and I think they're the best thing since apple pie. But you wouldn't know about it because if you had a real shop, you would know what they are, what they mean. Because I heard you bashing someone that had their radio done by Sam, and they use security stickers, and you're like, oh, I don't need those. Actually, you do, because it covers your ass. You see, if you have security stickers, all right, and the individual, if he did indeed bring the radio back after you worked on it, you can't claim it was his fault. The fault would be totally on you. You understand? But you don't know, because you don't really have a real establishment. You don't know what it is. See, gentlemen like Delta Electronics and PM Electronics, these are professional institutions. They know how to get a radio done and get it done right. And I'm not there cheerleading for them, all right? I'm not advocating you should go to those places. I'm just making a point that if you want to take a radio and you want it done right, you do not take it to Richie, because he does not provide a warranty, number one. He does not honor his work, number two. I just posted a question out there. What warranty do you have, or do you give your customer? You wouldn't give me. You're dodging. All right, you're dodging the question. So it's all in your own words, brother. I'm not here trying to bash you. I'm not here trying to do you wrong in any way. I'm just trying to help you. Now, if you say Richie gives a warranty, then I say, all right, what's the warranty? 2 minutes after it leaves your house? Come on now, Richie. Stop it, brother. You're not out here 30 years, all right?
Richie got this motherfucker.
Come on, do the math. Stop dodging the question. What warranty do you give? Zero. I'll be back. I gotta have my cup of Java. Actually, my third cup. I'll be right back, Crockett. They call me the enforcer, truth and justice, the American way. Just trying to provide the truth out there. If you want your radio, if you want your radio tarnished, if you want debris, residue in that radio, when you get the radio back from Richie, it sounds like a shake and bake, sounds like a chicken in there. Take it to Richie. But Richie, when you come clean, brother, all you're going to hear from me is praise. But until that happens, Richie, you're just a duck plucker, chicken choker, pot smoker. Oh, you like that? Shit rhymes. I'll be back. Let me get my Java.
Well, Mr. Enforcer, don't run nowhere, Doc. I didn't skirt the issue. I answered the question beforehand. I'm so glad you're not out here advocating for any of these shops, man, because just yesterday you swear you never heard of PM Electronics. But anyway, as far as a warranty, dude, first you got to find people that Richie did their radios that are going south. And when they said we rolled on them, that he didn't do nothing. If you can find those, then I'll tell you all about my warranties. As far as security stickers, bro, my last 3 establishments in those big malls, I had them. But I guess, you know, when you rig radios to blow up, you really want to have stickers. When you have people coming back a couple of days later complaining this shit ain't working, or I just paid a man $500 in the shop for this radio, and I get back to my neighborhood and everybody sounds like garbage because you let it step with a blown speaker, or it's off frequency, you're only doing 30 watts when it should be doing 700. You know, Mr. Enforcer, I don't skirt none of the issues, dude. I have over 400 and better radios, 4 of them base stations out here on 6. The big dogs. Mr. Enforcer, you know, you disappoint me, dude. I know you want to believe that I'm down with your program and I smoke your crack, but everybody knows you were never with Richie letting us smoke your crack. In your video game, Enforcer comes clear, you're screaming and yelling. Okay, I got no proof you're smoking crack today, but in 1996 you admit you were a smoker. And I don't want you to buy any radios. Your whole issue is the way I do my work. My prices are lower than every shop in the tri-state area by 60 and 70%. My sound quality and finish is 110%, 127% better. And I don't have to worry about warranties. Because the one thing you never hear about is the 400 radios, any of them going south. You hear over and over your buddy Birdman, your junkie buddy. If people want to know about him, bro, all they got to do is go to my favorite sections, dude. Look for the big green frog and watch it invade his gay lover with cocaine because he wouldn't give him a transistor for his radio. I think that's hilarious. But anyway, Dirtman, dude. Dirtman is your mommy calls you, dude. Michael J. Plyman. Have a good day, sir. And by all means, hurry up back. I'm sure they want to hear the rest of your new plan. I know I do. Oh, I do. Guys, come on. Where are all these radios I did blowing up? Where are all these guys that need warranties, dude? What up, Mr. Market Dog? What's your 20 there, sir? I'm sorry, that was a 3-for-1. Where you at, sir? You said Red Hook, sir? Roger, right on. Yeah, I'm getting a little splash, man. And every time you go to key back to me, it sounds like 3 people are keying up. But inside any event, Barking Dog is sounding good in the morning video gate. I think you were out here yesterday morning, listen to that cat say, where is this shop? I never heard of them. Yet today he's out here praising them and telling people you got to go there, but he claims in the same sentence he ain't advocating for them. Yesterday he didn't know who they were. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's so convoluted to me, man. Really convoluted. And please don't run to the dictionary with my vocabulary. You make me feel a little well-educated when you do that. It sounds like that dog plucker started the war 5 months ago. He has no way to finish with a man he's too scared to finish with. He's got no leverage, no foundation. Richie puts the best wages and bets on the table. Every day for the last 2 calendar years. How many radios Richie put out each week? I'd say Richie does about, I don't know, 1 dozen to 3 dozen radios weekly. All in the mix of making my morning show, too. So I must be doing something right, dude. If I got all of New York City's 5 boroughs, dollar vans, and taxis keeping my shop alive, I really, really must be doing something right. And I'll tell you what, I never hear any of these guys you hear on the Cb19 video gates on the dollar van channels in New York City, be it 37 and 34. I wonder why that is. There's just too much of Richie's work out there once you start bad-mouthing them. And they just start keying up all over the place with some of the finest sounding barefoot shit. Only about, I don't know, 1 dozen or so got power that I know of. And I've seen a couple of 100 of them, dog.
Oh yeah, I'm back with my 3rd cup of Java. Back with my 3rd cup of Java here. Can I put a question toward you, sir? Can I give you a legitimate question?
Well, you know, Mr. Enforcer, with how bad you made yourself look at all my video gates and all the truth in a justified American way I got out your mouth, sir, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back quiet and I'm going to let the public help you with any question you got about Richie. Because there's a lot of drivers sitting back there that know me 30 years. Especially all the guys that used to frequent Johnny's Truck Stop, the TA Truck Stop, and all those other ones on 78 and the Jersey Turnpike. Every night after midnight, Richie closed that shop, load up a van, and spend till 4 o'clock in the morning selling lineage radios and doing work on the spots at these truck stops. RC127, have a good day, Michael Pyman. Get your resources and your facts. I'm out of here. Peace out. I'm sure all these drivers are willing to help you, dude.
Well, I just have... Peace out, man. And I do have testimony coming from your mouth.
Guys, please try and help this guy with the answers to any question he might have, because your hole in the wall CB Shop Tech is a little tired, and I'd like to get to sleep, you know. I do stay up all night working on these radios and making New York City's 5 boroughs, people that move these crowds, sounding right and tight. You can type dollar vans into YouTube, 1 word, dollar vans, and hear a whole shitload of my fine sounding shit. The hole in the walls, and you know what, you're going to hear a lot of before and afters too. You're going to hear a lot of these guys coming into the shop, and then a lot of these guys leaving. And the transformation is going to astound you guys phenomenally. You guys have a good day. The hole in the